Video of BRP Antonio Luna's arrival in Hawaii, Philippines. Given design ownership of HHI's OPVs, please like and share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Here are pictures and videos of the BRP Antonio Luna or FF-151 frigate of the Philippine Navy arriving at the Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam in Hawaii last June 25, 2022 to join the Rim of the Pacific or RIMPAC exercise to be held from June 29 to August 4, 2022. The ship left Subic Bay last June 8 and made a stopover in Guam 4 days later in June 12. Then it left Guam after a 4-day stopover in June 16 to go to Hawaii. The BRP Antonio Luna is one of the Jose Rizal-class frigates, which are the most heavily armed and only large vessels armed with missiles of the Philippine Navy as of now. Meanwhile, the Philippine government finally signed the contract to acquire 6 offshore patrol vessels or OPVs from the South Korean company Hyundai Heavy Industries or HHI recently. The contract is worth 30 billion Philippine pesos, or 576.9 million United States dollars using the agreed exchange rate of 52 pesos per dollar. This amounts to 5 billion pesos or $96.15 million per vessel. Last May of 2022, a non-governmental organization called Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption had publicly opposed the signing of the contract of these OPVs, as I had made a video about, because they weren't going to be made in the Philippines, and even threatened to file charges against government officials if the deal pushes through. However, it seems that Hyundai Heavy Industries made a concession to address their concern by giving the Philippine government design ownership of the vessels for its use, allowing the Philippines to manufacture the next batch with any manufacturer they choose should they decide to do so. Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana also mentioned that he decided to sign the contract since the manufacturer only agreed for the fixed exchange rate to be in effect for the next 100 days, and that the next defense secretary might not be able to sign contracts immediately since he will be only in acting capacity until he is fully eligible for the post in November of 2022. The offshore patrol vessels will be larger and more heavily armed versions of Hyundai Heavy Industries HDP 1500 Neo design. At 94.4 meters long and 14.3 meters wide, they are 13.4 meters longer and 1.2 meters wider than the original HDP 1500 Neo vessel design. They will also be more heavily armed with two 30mm caliber cannons on remote weapon stations mounted at the stern or rear instead of the only 12.7mm caliber machine guns on the HDP 1500 Neo vessel. A second-hand Pohang-class corvette will be provided by South Korea for free or as an offset with these 6 vessels, and they might also transfer second-hand MG 520 light attack helicopters as part of the deal. So, to summarize, the BRP Antonio Luna has finally reached Hawaii to participate in the Rim of the Pacific exercise, and the Philippines has signed the contract for 6 offshore patrol vessels with Hyundai Heavy Industries, and the deal includes design ownership of the vessels, a free used Pohang corvette and maybe used MG 520 helicopters. Thank you for watching the video. I invite you again to like and share it, and subscribe to the channel.